Hey guys, this is Brad from Max Ready. I'm bringing you a deck profile for, since Shining Legends is now official, I am bringing you my deck profile for Hoopa. What I'm going to be doing with Hoopa this format. Let's get started. So there are a few open spots that really it's up to you what you want to run, because there are several different ways you can run it, and I can actually, if this will stop being ridiculous, I can actually show you a few of those tech choices as well. So, for Hoopa, for those who don't know what it does, it is a safeguard Pokemon. Prevent all damage of effect, or all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon GX or EX. We originally thought it was just going to say by GX or EX Pokemon, which would have been a little bit nicer, but yeah, it's one way or the other. It's all good. Then we have 4 Vulpix, and then 4 Baby Ninetales. So obviously, the objective of this deck really is to go for safeguard control, which is really exciting. There are a few ways you can run it. There's one where you literally just run this, that's all you do. Or you could run how I'm running it now at the moment, where you run like the 1 Lele, because you only need 1 Tapu Fini, 1 Glaceon. And really, you don't want to have to start with these. You don't really want them necessarily on your bench, because they can just cause some problems. However, because basically it's free prizes, Lele is kind of important. Normally people run 3 of her. You actually don't run 3. You only need to run 1 in this deck. Because this deck really takes the entire game rather slowly. And so, like, one of the other tech choices you can make is you can actually go with Fini, Glaceon, and Jolteon instead of Fini, Glaceon, and Lele, or you can just run Glaceon, Jolteon, and Fini, because we are running rainbows as you'll see later in the video. So it's really kind of up to you. We do run enough rainbows where you can run either one of them. So now for our supporters, so you run 4 Wick. This is good because you do go slow, so you kind of keep a hand. People won't necessarily keep a hand. So, like, really, you want to end late game, and the point of the deck is to go rather slow, so then you just go, oh, I have 2 cards in the deck, well, let me end 14 cards back and then draw 2. 3 in, 2 Sycamore. So you really want the Sycamore for early game. It's kind of one of those things, like, maybe you search out with Lele, maybe you search out with something else, or just have it, but, like, you really just only want it early game, so you don't really run a lot of them. 2 Raleigh, just because you can always turn a Vulpix into a Ninetales. 3 Guzma, because Guzma's really good. 2 Kukui. So, like, as you know, like, there are a lot of draw supporters. Some of them do different things. Like, if you guys don't know what Wick does, it's like an N, except you only get to draw as many as you have in your hand. So really, this is sometimes better than N, because you're like, oh, I need to refresh my hand, but I want to give my opponent something. Especially in this, because you might give them your out. So you just go, well, I'm going to Wick you instead, so you only get like 1 card. 1 Bridget, just because you can search it with Lele. And then 1 Ninja Boy. This is also one of those spots that's open. So, like, this could become a Jolteon, and you'd run all 4 of these. It could become a 3rd Sycamore, depending on just how you want to run it. So we don't really run a lot of... we do run a lot of supporters. It's rather supporter heavy, but it's also really slow. So it's okay that it's supporter heavy. So here goes our items. So we have 4 Ultra Ball. 2 bodybuilding dumbbells. This is to ensure that the Ninetales, like, just doesn't die to a Gallade. Because Gallade can only hit 130, this turns it into 150. So it's kind of good. You're going to, like, die to a Metagross either way, but that's what the Hoopa's for. So, like, in that matchup, you really just run the Hoopa and try to make that your main attacker. So we have the Choice Bands, we have 1 Rescue Stretcher, we have 1 Special Energy, and we have 2 Field Blower. So we run the Rescue Stretcher just because, like, if your Lele dies, it allows you to just, like, get it back and use it. And then we run 3 Parallel City. So this is another one. You can cut this down to 2 if you want to run one of the other two things. You can always like cut this for like a Giratina promo. So there are several spots where like you can cut down a few things to then add a few things. Like if you really needed it and you know there's going to be a lot of Garbodor because it kind of like really destroys the deck a little bit, then like you're going to want to run another field blower. If you know that there's going to be a lot of frogs, you're going to run a Tina promo. And actually, you actually may end up running two. Now for energies, so we run 4 double colorless energy because all of these are a color. So it's a water or a dark and a DC. And even with like the Jolteon and a Glaceon, they are one attachment DCs. And Finny is just one water. And then really for Layla, you're never going to really use it. It's only for that ability. And so then we're looking at Splash Energy. So Splash Energy isn't necessarily played a lot, which is really sad. Except in Frogs, but like, really it's great in this deck. Because you just go, oh, you killed a Ninetales? Okay, I didn't lose it. Get to pick up the whole line, which is really great. 3 Rainbow Energy, just because it allows you to always get which energy you need. So like, if this is up, or this is up, you just kind of have it. And maybe run a 4th one. And, like, so I run 3 Dark. Obviously there aren't any Aqua Patches in here because you're not running any energy that can be water Aqua Patched on. Because it's too clunky. Like I tried like 4 water, 4 dark, but like you always have to be able to get which one you need. And if you have a, even though you can go slower, if they have an out to like something, then like you really need to be able to take them down quicker. And so then I run 3 dark. And you know, like maybe this becomes, maybe one of these becomes a splat or water or whatnot. So the Parallel City is really good in the Metagross matchup because it really slows them down. Especially when you just go, when they go, oh, I've already put 2 Lele's down because I needed them to kind of get around what you're doing, and then you just go, well, now you're stuck with a Lele, and then you can put a Metang somewhere, or an Necrozma somewhere, and if they have the wrong things up different places, it can really shut them out of the game, which is really good. Like, maybe you might take 1 energy out and then run another special charge. That's always fine. It's not a bad thing to do. So here's my deck profile. I like it. I think it's good. It's a little frustrating for a few people, just which, you know, makes sense. People don't necessarily like control. And this is a very controlling deck. It's very good at like just telling your opponent no to see whatever they're doing. It's kind of like Mars Shadow Box, but it does have that safeguard effect, which is really good. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like it, and may your lives be as max rarity as my decks. Have a great day.